Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for men and women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be spoken upon, such as relationships, health and wellness, personal development, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lady K Chat podcast. You are here with your favorite host. I thank you for joining me this evening on this Tuesday. And tonight we're going to be talking about parasites. Now, I know a lot of people say, what is parasites, Lady K? Because I had no clue what they was too. I just think about like little bugs and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm not going to do that to you guys. So I had to invite the expert herself. So I have a pleasure tonight to have Miss Narendra Lattagot, the CEO of Melanin, with me tonight. And she is a naturalist, and she's going to explain all the good stuff that I can't. So Narendra, I want to say welcome to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here right now. This feels great.
Thank you. I appreciate you accepting the invitation. I tell everyone that because you choose to be with me tonight, and that's very appreciative. Now, Narendra, I know a lot of people keep hearing parasites, but a lot of people are not educated. Can you please tell us exactly what are parasites?
Well, I know when I first started, all I thought about was horrible long things. And because what do you know about parasites? You know about tapeworms, right? You know about
tapeworm, right?
Right. You know about the main ones that come out, the roundworms. So you think of very long, gross aliens in your body.
Right.
And aliens, another word for alien is foreign. So it's just foreign toxins that enter into your body.
Okay.
Some can be based on bacteria, fungal, viral. There are different ones. And when they get into your system and how they get there, so they're microbes, really, a majority of them that you can't even see with the naked eye.
Wow. So how can they affect your body?
Oh, they can do so many different things. And your daily routine, you get up and you're thinking, I didn't sleep well last night. I haven't been sleeping well in the past this many weeks, or maybe it's my new schedule, or maybe it's this. When your body it's time for it to rest, it rests.
Right.
But when you have so much blockage and toxins in your system, it throws it off balance. So once it's thrown off balance, you can't even sleep right. Body aches and pains, deficiencies. Like one of my favorite ones is when you're anemic, low red blood cells, right?
That's me.
People tell you what, eat more iron.
Right.
These pills don't work because unless they're water soluble, they won't get to your system, all of it that's in entirety.
Wait, so let me ask you a question, because I take iron pills because, I have low in iron. So you're trying to tell me that my iron pills are not good enough?
I'm trying to explain to you that there are a couple of companies that are very natural that know how to make certain vitamins for you, supplements.
Right.
But there are a lot of different supplements that we take that come from different pharmaceuticals. But how can you get that iron?
Right.
Sometimes in cereals, they've noticed, you can just research this on your own. Little fun fact, iron, when they put it in cereal, how do you do that? So you can look up you can mash up the cereal in a bag with some water. Take a magnet underneath the bag, see-through bag, and go like this and see some cereals do have larger sediments of iron. So how can your body that's natural and organic process that and put it where it needs to go?
Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense. So you can do it yourself, by just eating correctly.
Now, I have a question for you because I've been hearing this a lot too. I heard the saying that you should eat towards your blood type. Does that have anything?
According to your blood type, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. But even if you're eating towards going even if you're eating according to your blood type, if you did not do a proper cleanse, you're not going to get any of those nutrients to begin with.
Okay.
So like I said, the iron, that's just a sign saying, hey, something is causing us to be depleted of our iron, which our body should be producing. We should have this. We should be eating the right foods. We should be getting it. You're not going to if there are other things in there that are that you're pregnant with. You're pregnant with parasites.
You know what? I'm very happy that we're doing this, because my guest that I had on last week, we was talking about health, but we talked about health in a different way. We talked about how, a lot of, in this day and time, people want to change their lifestyle, right? So we talked about, they want to change their eating habits, and then they want to go out and exercise, but then they don't realize when they are cleaning their homes and washing their clothes, they're inhaling harsh chemicals, right? So all of this matters, but a lot of people don't realize sometimes, you want to lose the weight, but then you don't see it coming off. So Narendra, I want you to tell the people how important is to go not only on a fast, but how important is to cleanse out the body so the functions can work properly.
Right, because when you cleanse the body of all the toxins, now your body is going to be at its optimum best. So you're not going to have that sluggish feeling. Right now, I've done about 6 weeks of the cleanse. Okay. I enjoyed it. And now I'm doing the exercise. This time I chose a different approach rather than exercising during it. Being the fact that I'm a hiker, I like to get out. We're in COVID. You want to try to maintain your health as much as possible and abide by the rules.
Absolutely.
So my usual routines I cannot do right now. So I'm a mom of 3, so I'm doing the home stuff, and the children are helping. I have to love them for that. But I just want to tone now, because that's just a fluke of the cleanse where you just drop your weight, because they're all stored in the fat cells. They're all in your gut. When you start to purge them, even on your skin, when you start to purge it, it comes out, you're cleansed. And now when I eat that apple, all of that fiber is going to me, not the millions, hundreds of thousands or millions of little critters that might be residing within me that I have to feed as well, or else they're not going to let me function. If I don't give them what they want, if I don't give them that chocolate donut or that pizza right then and there, this is all based on just training you. This is not going to be a fix overnight. This is just going to help you stay clear.
Right. Now you said something. You said something. You start to give little hints of how you can tell how you have parasites, because you said cravings. What else can you recommend so people can say, you know what, this feeling that I'm feeling, are these parasites? What else should they be taking notice of?
Skin issues. Skin issues. First sign, you're seeing a lot of pimples. You're seeing dry patches. You're issues with any type of skin issues that you have. Like we said, your sleep pattern, also your stools. That is definitely one sign. A lot of people, I ask someone, what does it look like? A lot of people say, I don't know, I don't look, I just do it. And I'm like, well, I'm always looking at mine to make sure I'm healthy. That's going to be a sign, because it starts within the gut. Just your focus and concentration.
Right.
Concentration will be off. Your mood swings. You'll have mood swings. You will not be able to have patience for your own children. I don't yell anymore. I just talk. Calmly. We have discussion. I'm reset back to myself before all of the world's toxins that invade. If you've never done it, you should try it. You will feel better. And every year that you do it, once a year, you do it to just stay cleansed, you'll notice a significant difference. This time, I didn't crave pizza. I craved like plantains, mango.
Right.
So
the natural sweet stuff.
Yeah, it's my 3rd year doing it. So I love it.
You know what? So it kind of because I've been on a cleanse before, but I never cleansed the parasites. And I want you to tell us later how to do that. But I can tell you this from my experience, when I go on like my quarterly cleanse, a lot of my cravings that I have, and because I retrain the taste buds, and a lot of people don't understand, that's part of the reason why you do cleanse too, so you can retrain your taste buds, because what you may have liked last year, you may not like this year. Like me, my body crave a lot of fruits.
Yes.
I love fruits.
Yes.
Sometimes I do like my chips. I might want my chocolate, but I'm noticing that I want more of the natural things. And then I just shared this recently that, I used to put sugar and honey in my tea like over 10 years ago, but it's been 10 years since I have not. So I wanted to do the same thing with my coffee. So when I came off my cleanse, I said, this time I'm just going to put almond milk in my coffee, and I was satisfied. And a lot of people always say, well, how do you do that? First, I have to tell people, you have to trust the process. Nothing happens overnight. But I'm just so happy that you said that, because a lot of people have to realize you have to retrain your body if you want to get to your ideal health size or just have a healthy lifestyle. But again, I wanted to touch on parasites because a lot of people, they hear it, but they don't know exactly what it is. So now my next question to you is, how do you cleanse to get rid of these parasites?
Oh, you definitely want to we have a regimen that you take 3 days on and 3 days off. And it's just a nice flaxseed clove mix with sprouted clove, all organic.
Okay.
It's already packaged for you. It's just easy. It's a little measuring tool. I remember my first time doing it. All of this stuff I had to have just to, make it convenient, but everyone still has to work. Everyone still has their daily routine that they have to get through.
Right.
So you get a nice little container. It looks nice. It's just glass. It's a glass container with a nice metal top. And you take that 3 days on and then 3 days off, and you repeat that through 30 days. The first 2 weeks, they are cleared. They're gone. But they're going to release eggs because survival is what their goal is. So you're just purging eggs after that, and your body is resetting in a balance. You drink our Recleanse Tea, and this is mixed with 3 different herbs in order to clear your blood system, clear your digestive tract, everything, and help just replenish. It goes straight through. So you drink that on a daily. You also abide by the rules of what not to eat, because my aunt, who's on the cleanse, she decided to do it because she was having issues with inflammation due to possible osteoporosis. So she did the cleanse. She's absolutely happy, but she said, I'm good. I didn't crave anything bad. I said, what did you crave? She said, hemp seed milk. So in the middle of the night, she wanted to go get some hemp seed milk, a tall glass. I mean, hemp seed milk's okay, but it's not enough to make me go, I need a tall glass of hemp seed milk, right?
Right.
In the middle of the night, without something with it, give me something. And I said, what is in it? So she looked, I said, it's probably sugar in it. So even though she had retrained herself to eat healthy, the parasites send messages to the brain to get that sugar by any means necessary. What do we usually crave? Hemp seed milk.
No,
and she was going through it.
You real quick. You already know I transition, with my health. I don't even crave no hemp seed milk. It's like, where did that come from?
My aunt is on point with it. She is a G with this. This woman does smoothies. And I'm just telling you, she's a healthy person.
Right.
She's got all types of stuff. She's got she'll put flaxseed in her smoothies. She'll put sea moss. She'll put all types of avocado, just everything. I'm like, I don't know if that goes together. But for her, she has trained herself. But we have to remember, what else was she putting in it? I think it was figs. Figs or either prunes. That's loaded with sugar. But she didn't know that the little bit of parasites that she did have within herself, because she's already healthy eating, they just had to be bougie ones. That's all. They were like, this is what we eat,
Right, because she trained her body. But like you said, We don't realize there's sugar there's sugar in everything. Like for me personally, when I make my smoothies, I have my protein mix, and I'm sure in the protein mix, there's probably a small, gram of the sugar, but to add any additive sugars, I don't. Like, I train myself not to do any additive sugars unless, sometimes when I am cooking, I might sprinkle a little. It depends what it is, but that's not an everyday habit. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your balances when you're eating.
Well, I'm happy you said that, because in the cleanse, you also get 3 choices of seasonings.
Okay.
For example, a lot of our people in different cultures, it's a melting pot, the United States, right? I have a jerk seasoning, all natural, all made. It's made by melanin, so you get a jerk seasoning if you want. We also make all natural sazon, and we also make the adobo, and we also have a seasoning that would remind you something of a Lori seasoning salt.
Okay.
You also get your melanin jar of shea butter, which is the head to toe.
Oh.
So you get that, and you also get a buffer for your body, because you're going to constantly be shedding.
Right.
Constantly shedding. You need to constantly get it off. They're in that dead skin cell batch. You need
to.
Your hair starts to grow. Your fingernails grow. Teeth get whiter, because you also will get melanin's toothpaste. You don't get to brush with toothpaste anymore. It's more of a polish. It's all natural, and it helps just to keep your cravings down, because you will get them.
Right. I'm a piggyback off something you said, because you were talking about the seasoning in the food. So we already know that all foods are not made equally, and what a lot of people don't even know is that all these seasoning are not made equally. Can you elaborate a little bit more on why all seasoning are not made equally?
Because they're using the iodized salt. It's not a nice. We use pink Himalayan salt, because it's softer, it's alkaline, it's great for the system. It matches up better with your blood system.
Right.
We're talking about that blood type. Right. And these sodiums that they use, they swell you. So a lot of your fat that you think is mostly water weight, and your body is holding up that waste because there's not enough hydration when you have so much salt, so much sugar within your system.
Right. So you said you said something. You said the alkaline. Can you please tell the audience why it is so important to have alkaline in your diet?
I would say so important because we're in a new world. There's nothing wrong with the world advancing, but be prepared. So sometimes with new technology, there's a couple of bugs. So 5G can take a toll on you. But if you stay alkaline, you're pretty much protected. You go out, it's not going to affect you as it would a person who is sickly. Just like for diseases that come out, or flus, any type of pandemic like we're facing right now, keep yourself cleansed and healthy.
Absolutely.
And keep yourself alkaline.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but for the people who are not aware what it is, can you please give like I
want to give a description. I gotta give a spiritual description.
Go ahead. Do you?
Sitting at a beach, the perfect balance. That perfect balance you get. You don't want to leave, but you can't stay. That beautiful feeling, right? The water is salt water.
Right.
It balances out your system a little better with less harsh waters. Most of these waters, I've done water cleanses, and most of those waters on there, I was fine when I used my brand that I use for alkaline water. But when I went off of that, and my sister was just trying to help, I ran out of my water. She went to go get some for me. This was 30 days of nothing but water. And that's just for a spiritual type of fast. That's a little different.
Right.
But with that, I was able to get some water in my system when she brought back the bottles, but I vomited immediately. Wow. And what came up was yellow. So like almost like a chlorine type of taste. So they're adding so many different things to your water that you don't need. And even the distilled water Distilled water molecules are larger than your blood cells. So you're not getting all of the water that you're supposed to be getting in percentage. So you have to give next to the most naturalist on this planet would be the alkaline, because it's a nice balance with enough sodium to help you absorb that. Just like if you have iron deficiencies and you need to get more iron, you need to pair it with citrus in order for your body to take it and to be able to process it, be able to take those nutrients in. It has to be paired with something. So your blood is not just like water, it's made of salts too. It's made of, so
Right.
Get balanced. Yeah, get balanced.
Right. I like that. I like that analogy. I like how you broke that down, because, a lot of people don't understand, like I said, what is alkaline and why we need it and why it's important in our body. So I definitely appreciate that. So if the people wanted to get in contact with you, Narendra, and purchase your products, how can they?
Right now, what we're doing is we have a couple of different people who are doing the cleanse. And I decided I wanted to try to make it a lot more. If you're a person who doesn't need to go as hard because you need to gradually get into this, so there's the cleanse that's just for 14 days, and there's the cleanse that's just for 30 days. And the 30-day package is $250, and the 15-day package is $185. So you can eat clean afterwards and maintain, because I don't want you to think that you failed.
Right.
Because this takes time. Don't get hard on yourself. Don't set yourself up for failure.
Right.
Someone had just finished. She made it longer than we thought she would. And she was disappointed. And I wasn't, because now she likes quinoa, which she said which is quinoa. She calls it quinoa.
No.
Now she can eat quinoa. And that's a major change. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a grain, that's great for the body. But then, you hear different things. But I always tell people this: you also have to work what works for you, do what's best for you, but at the same time to be educated. And Narendra, you hit it right on the head. You said it takes time. And I always want to reiterate my story. 20 years ago, my mother introduced me into the vegan diet. When she first brought it into the household, I was like, no, because I still like my cheese, I still like my lamb, and I still want my chicken. But now I can see that 20 years now later, I am on the pescatarian diet, and I keep losing the weight. And all I'm really doing, when I tell people I'm 100%, I don't do all that crazy exercise and stuff. I walk, but my main component to my diet is what I put in my mouth. So it was a process from when it was first brought to my attention to now that I self-educated myself over the years. So my message to everyone today: please do not feel like all these different things that when I bring my guests on to educate you, please do not feel overwhelmed. Just take it into consideration, because a lot of times you're like, oh, I don't need that.
No,
I'm doing this because I need you to listen and I need you to pay attention. If you didn't hear what Miss Narendra said, we have to be careful, because as technology is evolving, these companies are doing things and putting stuff in our food. So we have to get back to the old ways. And when I say the old ways, and that's just growing our own stuff,
well, let me just say, because that could even be just human error.
Right.
A lot of people are overworked now during this pandemic. A lot of things can get missed, and the goal is to keep you protected, but you have to maintain yourself. You have to be able to protect yourself, love yourself. Who are you going to blame because you didn't want to get a cleanse or you didn't want to eat right? And this factors into play, because depression plays a part. And we're going through a lot. It's a lot of stress going on, and you want to keep your immunity up through all of this. But they can message me through Messenger, because right about now, I need to make sure, with all that goes into the cleanse and creating the cleanse and making it, like I said, I'm a smaller business. So with everything else I'm doing with my business and stuff, this is going to be a limited situation where I'm not going to push it, so I have to make sure it's going to the right people, because if you buy a 30-day cleanse and maybe your lifestyle only can do the 14, We
Right.
need to make sure that we speak and we can see if what better fits you or suits you during that, and that's when we start talking about different ways we can go about that.
Now, I do got one quick question for you, Narendra, before we leave, because when you are cleansing the body, it comes out one way. So my question to you is, do a person need to be near the toilet?
There's a part of the cleanse, it goes into when that is, and we can help to adjust it for your schedule.
Okay.
Because you see why you need to talk about it, because you could be a person that has to do a regular 9 to 5 time and you got to be out.
Right.
And it's not long that is for, though. That is not throughout the whole cleanse. Then that's the good part about it. That is not just dropping and drastic weight loss. And it's a very natural, perfect fit. Your skin gets more supple and tighter because it's replenishing all of the collagen back. So when you're doing this, we have to be able to fit it towards according to your schedule. So for the 30 days, the first 7 days, like clockwork. If it's 6 in the a.m., every day 6 in the a.m. it comes and it's quick.
Right.
And it's
I can co-sign to that, because I did a cleanse before and I had to make sure I take it, according to my schedule, because but I have to say this before we leave, because you said something in the beginning. You said a person said, I don't look at I'm going to need you to start looking at your poop. And I say this with you with love, because you need to know what it looks like, because determining what it looks like, that can be part of the issues that you are having with your insides. And I know a lot of people feel like that's gross and it's creepy, but you need to know every part of you of what's wrong with you. That's how you're able to determine what you need to change. If you don't want to change, then that's upon you. If you're looking for change, then listen to the message that me and Miss Narendra is saying. So with that being said, I thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Continue to watch us and to follow us at the Lady K Chat Pod here on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can always reach us at our website at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. This show, the information that's on this show, will be posted on our Facebook page, and you can get Miss Narendra information from that page. And now that this show is over, please come over to the Facebook page and tell us your thoughts and comments about this show. So everyone, with that being said, you have a blessed night. And Miss Narendra, thank you for all the information that you shared tonight.
Thank you for having me. We love you, lady.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Lady K.